Okay, let's talk about VAPI versus Vocode. Which one should you choose? And in this video, I will break down exactly which one you should choose based on your specific requirements, okay? So you already know your requirements. I'll just go through VAPI and through Vocode and tell you which one you should choose based on specific requirements and stuff like that, okay? So if we are just looking straight, from the point of view of someone that wants to build AI voice agents, VAPI is a really great choice, right? So if you want to quickly deploy voice agent capabilities, maybe for customer support, outbound calls, telephony, and you prefer less infra headache, then VAPI AI is a better fit than Vocode, simply because in VAPI, if you go to assistants, you can pretty much do everything through here, right? So you can pretty much go and you can go to the model, you can go through the voice transcriber, and you can set up your own AI voice agent, right? When it comes to Vocode is more it's a more better option if you have a strong development team and you want deep customization. Also, VAPI does have a lot of customization and personalization. However, if you really have a strong development team and if you really want personalization until everything is perfect, then Vocode is better. Also, Vocode has self-hosting capabilities. VAPI does not have self-hosting capabilities. So if you're a developer, you will know what that means. It also controls costs. It integrates with custom LLMs and speech-to-text providers. Vocode is a much better choice in that regard, okay? Now, when we're talking about scale, if you anticipate very high concurrent calls, like very enterprise grade, then choose according to proven scalability. Now, with Vocode, since you're self-hosting, Vocode might be better with scalability since you can self-host it. However, VAPI is also quite good, and I'm using VAPI most of the time. I am affiliate for VAPI as well. So if you want to try VAPI, you have a link down below. It's much easier to use than Vocode because Vocode is more developer friendly. Keep in mind, VAPI is also developer friendly, but you don't have self-hosting capabilities, okay? Now, obviously, if you prefer open source plus control over cost, then Vocode or self-hosted Vocode is much better and stronger option here. Also, the ability to integrate with other systems, it really depends what you want to do. With VAPI, you have a lot of integrations. With Vocode, you have less integrations, but again, you have it's open source, right? So VAPI is not really open source in that regard. So that's one of the things you should kind of take into consideration. Now, even though VAPI AI claims big numbers like 1 million concurrent calls, you should verify with real case studies and you should check the performance yourself. Me personally, I've tried VAPI with a couple of AI voice agents, so I cannot really speak for myself. However, since Vocode is self-hosted, it will give you more scalability on that side of things. With Vocode, while it's very flexible, you carry the burden of the setup, hosting, scaling, maintenance. So if your team isn't ready for that, it might cost more in overhead. So, for example, if you have an IT team that is kind of familiar with setting up AI voice agents, then I think VAPI AI would be a much better choice. In this regard, you have the dashboard. Everything is really it's really easy to navigate through and it's really easy to set up, especially if you're a beginner, someone who is a beginner or someone that is running a business, just starting to run a business. VAPI is much better choice than a Vocode right here. Now, obviously, Vocode is much more developer friendly. Also, when it comes to compliance, if you're dealing with sensitive voice data like HIPAA, GDPR, make sure to check each platform's certificate and support. VAPI has support. I'm not sure for Vocode if it has support for HIPAA. I think they have support for HIPAA. You can kind of see it right here, you have beta features as well. You have some guides here as well for the agents and stuff like that you can go through. But it's really important that you kind of check that before you actually go. Also, for ecosystem and documentation support, some feedback that I got from people using Vocode and VAPI. I can see that Vocode's documentation could be improved. Vocode does not have a lot of documentation here, while VAPI, on the other hand, has a lot of documentation and a lot more options on this front end side. So yeah, I would say VAPI for me personally is much better in that regard. But if you uh like uh like simplicity, if you like something that is really easy to navigate through, if you want your setup to be as easy as it could be, and if you don't want to self-host on your server, then VAPI AI could be the choice for you. Okay, if you want to self-host, if you want more complexity but more reliability, more scalability in the long term, if you have a bigger team and if you have a development team, that is very important, then Vocode is much better option for you. Okay, now it really depends again what you want to kind of get out of it, right? Me personally, I like VAPI AI more, not just because I'm affiliate for VAPI, but because I'm using VAPI and I'm used to using VAPI, and it's very simple to use. Plus, you can really personalize your AI assistants, like your AI voice agents, and you can buy phone numbers. Everything is in one place, and that's what I like. I don't want to self-host it, so for those of you who want to self-host like an AI voice agent platform, Vocode is better in that regard. Okay, so this is pretty much everything you need to know about VAPI and Vocode. Obviously, comment down below if you have any specific questions. I will link both of the links for VAPI and Vocode in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.